what silver I believe is best to stack, smartest to stack at this time. What makes the most sense financially to be stacking, which I have right here. Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account, which you can go and sell and use to buy some silver if that's what you like. And they have a promo going on where if you set up the account and click the activate button on this promo, they're going to give you 48 hours to refer one friend. And upon doing so, they're going to give you 18 free stocks for the referral, which again, you can use to sell and buy some silver. What makes the most sense financially to be stacking, which I have right here. Even though this isn't really so much a video to be looking at, I'll be showing this off right here. I think this is $2.90 worth of junk, 90% constitutional silver. We have a couple of Walking Liberty half dollars. We have a couple of Washington quarters. We have some Roosevelt and some Mercury dimes. So this right here, the 90% silver at this time is what I consider probably best to be stacking. Now, we can go back and forth about like, oh yeah, 90% versus pure silver. I think at the end of the day, everything has its pros and cons, but I think 90% is probably best at this time. And I know you can get like a roll of Washington quarters, 90% Washington quarters for maybe like $200 or somewhere around there. Like 40 Washington quarters. I think you can get them right now for maybe $5 a piece or something like that. I think that right there is probably the best way to go, because if you add up enough of those $5 a piece coins to equate to about a troy ounce of silver, it would take 6 Washington quarters, and with each one being about $5 a pop, you can get a troy ounce of silver for about $30, which is right around the price you'd be paying for a full troy ounce silver coin at this time. With silver being in the low to mid 20s, you tack on a little bit of a premium, it bumps it up to about $30, maybe even more. I haven't been picking up any pure silver coins. 90%, I believe nowadays, is probably a better option for stacking, at least. If you're looking for the weight, physical silver content in your possession, I think 90% is probably the best way to go. In the past, I have compared and contrasted when it came to 90% versus pure silver. I'm like, all right, how much is a troy ounce of silver worth of 90% going for in comparison to a regular 1 troy ounce coin? And last time I did the comparison, they were about even. And even if they were to the penny even, exact identical price tag, I would still say the 90% is probably the better way to go, because at least you get multiple coins out of it. The way I like to compare it is it's like buying 8 slices of pizza, 8 single slices, or just buying a whole pie. So I think 90% is probably the better way to go right now. Especially if you can get it for about the same price, or preferably less than you can get a silver eagle for, which we don't even need to talk about that. You can definitely get 90% for cheaper than a silver eagle, but to a more realistically, or a realistic premium attached to a coin, like a Maple Leaf or a Philharmonic or a Kangaroo or a Britannia, something like that. If you can get a full troy ounce of silver worth of 90%, so 14 silver dimes, 6 silver quarters, or 3 silver half dollars for the same price or cheaper than you could any of those other full troy ounce coins, I would absolutely say the 90% silver is for 100% a better way to go. Because number one, it's cheaper. It's the same amount of silver for a lesser dollar amount. But even if it's the same dollar amount, I think that there are more pros, more of an upside to having the 90%, because number one, first and foremost, those are fractional silver coins right there. Like I said, it takes 3 half-dollars to equate to about a troy ounce of silver, so each one is a 1/3 of a troy ounce coin, if you think about it. The quarters, a 1/6 of a troy ounce coin. The dimes, a 1/14 of a troy ounce coin. You can make change for a larger amount of silver. You can break a larger amount of silver. It's like having a $20 bill versus 20 single dollar bills. It's $20 either way. You got a $20 bill in this hand, that's $20, and you got 20 singles in the other hand. You got $20 in each hand. It's the same thing. It's the same exact identical thing. One just happens to be a little bit more practical. Or a $100 bill and then 100 singles. They both have their pros and cons. The $100 bill, easier to keep in your pocket. Stick it in your wallet. It's right there. It's one little teeny tiny piece of paper, as opposed to 100 singles. That's probably not ideal to be walking around with. The 100 singles, yeah, easier to spend if you need to spend them, but at the same time, you got this big wad of cash in your pocket. Here's the thing. When it comes to 90%, I think that there are more upsides than downsides. I think that there are more pros than cons. And I think right now, all silver has a high premium. But when you crunch the numbers, when you do the math, it's, for me, from what I was looking at, it's about the same price. Whether you go for an ounce of silver worth of junk silver or an ounce of silver worth of, just a 1 troy ounce pure silver coin. It's about the same. And with that being the case, it's personal preference at that point. My personal preference, I'm leaning in the direction of 90%. So that's what I believe is better to be stacking at this time, or smarter at this time. Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account, which you can go and sell and use to buy some silver if that's what you like. And they have a promo going on where if you set up the account and click the activate button on this promo, they're going to give you 48 hours to refer 1 friend. And upon doing so, they're going to give you 18 free stocks for the referral, which again, you can use to sell and buy some silver.